where we discuss everything AdTech and beyond. In the past 2 episodes, we have seen how AI is going to change our skill sets and how it is creeping into the organizations and making the org charts flatter and more efficient. In today's episode, we'll see how important it is for us to measure ourselves on our AI capabilities and how important it is for AdTech professionals who have been in the industry for long to change their way of working to accommodate to AI and its advancements. To discuss this with us, we have Ms. Hina Khurana, who is the client servicing manager of our Tyroo native business and has been in the industry for 10 plus years. Let's welcome her and let's begin. Hi Hina, welcome to Tyroo Talks.
Hi man, thank you so much.
This is the fourth episode and
Alright.
we have looked at other aspects of AI.
Okay.
So here we'll be looking forward to the quantifiability and how someone should measure themselves
Sure.
on the skill parameter of learning AI tools, learning how AI works. On that, my first question to you is, since in today's world AI is rapidly changing, every day we have something new.
Correct.
So how being a professional, and you have been an experienced professional, right?
Yeah.
So how being a professional you can first of all measure yourself, and second how difficult it is after you have spent certain years in the industry and now to change with the AI tools and the engagement.
I think first of all, thank you so much for choosing me to share my inputs in this regard. So you rightly mentioned, every time we are just we have exposure of new technologies, and it's very important to keep ourselves upgraded with the new technologies to stay ahead in these competitive era of advertising industry. So I think in this regard, I would say we as a professionals should work towards approach of self-learning, self-assessment, right? And we should adopt a multifaceted approach. And of course, this can be doable, by staying updated, staying informed by reading some online AI journals or research papers, right? So this is very beneficial, or maybe getting opportunities to obtain some certifications. So I think it's very important. We need to work towards getting these specialities in this cutting edge technology era, and of course by leveraging these strategies, I think professionals can obtain or measure their current capabilities in the market.
Yeah, great. I mean, I am also of the opinion that you have to be updated every time.
Yes.
And on the same, so there are multiple skills that are being floated around in the market. One which is very important and it's being touted as the future is prompt engineering, right? Wherein we learn how to give prompts to the AI and how to get the best results out of it. So how do you think these tools like ChatGPT or some very domain specific tools which are used to generate AI based videos or creatives, how these would be helping in enhancing our daily tasks, and how should professionals look at it as a companion and not a competition?
Yeah. So I think some professionals which are not that tech savvy, like I'm also one of them, I'm not that tech savvy, so sometimes it becomes difficult to adapt to these technology driven tools. But I think on the other side, on the contrary, this is very beneficial also. Like AI tool like ChatGPT, you can just get that into your daily workflows. You can just get help from them in automating your repetitive task, right? So it saves your time, it makes you more more productive. And also I think in the digital advertising, like in the digital marketing, for a digital marketer it's very helpful, very beneficial, because you can track improvement also by applying these AI tools in your daily workflows. Like for example, content creation speed and volume, maybe you can track conversion rates, engagement rates, A/B testing of different category of campaigns. So I think yes, this is beneficial also if you see on the other side of it. So it's time saving, it of course enhances your productivity.
Great. And the other part that I wanted to know is, so you being an account manager, you have been in conversation with clients all the time, right? So how can we use these prompt platforms like ChatGPT or something like a Gemini, which is backed by Google and is up to date, how can we use those to one, give better advices to client, or it might be using more data points to give a more informed recommendations. And second is, how can we as professionals, as client facing professionals, how can we articulate our decisions by using these platforms, and how can we be proactive in our communication, I would say.
I think first of all, to make use of these tools in our work areas, it is very important to define our communication goals very clearly. I think this is very important, right? By defining our measurable goals that align with the overall objective of the organization, and of course by using multiple communication approach as well, and by giving opportunity to our stakeholders, right, to ask questions, to give their feedback, to share their perspectives, and by actively listening to their feedback and implementing that in our daily task and communication goals. So I think this way I think this is very much doable and essential also.
I mean, that was a great insight, Hina.
Thank you.
Thanks for it. So, as you mentioned earlier, also, right, that we need to upskill, and particularly for experienced professionals,
Yes.
because you're not as much tech savvy as a new generation kid would be.
Correct.
So, just wanted to understand, like, if you can give a more detailed idea of how do we build the deeper domain knowledge, and how do we basically use AI tools to enhance our productivity as well as add something new to the team.
Sure. So I strongly feel that learning at any point of time should never stop, right? And I always follow this practice in my career throughout. So I think here also in this case it's very important to set clear learning goals, right? And of course strong communication between your teams. Maybe you can just communicate with your colleagues, with your mentors, who has more experience, right, better than you in that domain. So I think that's very important, getting feedback from them. And of course, like I have previously mentioned, these days we have a lot of exposure of online learning possibilities. So of course we can leverage that as well, like online learning courses, certifications, getting knowledge about the deeper knowledge about the AI tools, different platforms, how they works. So of course I think we have to keep ourselves really updated and informed to survive in this fast dynamic job market.
Right. I mean, I also absolutely agree that continuous
and
learning.
to keep yourself competitive.
Yeah. And I mean, learning is a never-ending process. It should be.
Correct.
Once you stop learning, you stop growing.
Exactly.
Right.
Growth and learning both go hand in hand.
Both go hand in hand, right? And every time you want to step up in a job role, you need to have something extra.
Yeah.
So that would be useful. And on the same lines, so now shifting our focus more onto the AdTech industry. What new skills do you think people would acquire? So earlier in one of our episodes, we were discussing about a one-person company, wherein a guy without a team probably might use 4 or 5 AI tools instead of 4 or 5 people. So what do you think new skills could be added as a professional, and how could you give something new to the team which is not currently there?
Okay, I think continuous learning is very important. It's very vital to keep yourself fresh in the market, in the job market. And for that, I think skills like data analytics is very important, especially in the AdTech industry. So the professionals in the digital advertising field should keep themselves updated with the data-driven insights, because that's very crucial for advertising campaigns. And other than that, I think we should keep ourselves updated, informed about the different AdTech tools, right? Advertising tools and platforms like DSPs, SSPs, and programmatic advertising tools, or maybe platforms. So that's very important. And the other thing I think, which I feel, of course, teamwork, right? Team collaborations, it's also very important. So yeah, I think this is very much crucial and important in this way.
Okay. So again, I totally agree to your point. that a lot of things need to be learned and a lot of new skills would be coming in due to AI. But again, at the same time, I also believe that apart from one person department or a company, there are a lot of human touch points as well, which would be required. Anyways, it was great having a discussion with you, Hina.
Thank you so much.
And finally,
I hope I will be able to share.
No, I mean,
insights
totally right,
which
because
can be
I am
helpful.
someone who is less experienced in the AdTech and particularly not in the client facing
Yeah.
role. So your experiences, it obviously talks. Any conclusive statement, anything that you would like to tell it to the audience that they should do for continuous learnings, for
Yeah.
upgrading into AI, and
Mhm.
how to measure themselves better? So anything, any closing statements?
I think like I've already covered in my previous answers, like to stay ahead in this dynamic job market, it's very important to have a proactive learning approach, right? So for that you need to allocate some learning hours from your daily work routine. You need to, of course, work as a team. You need to take help, feedback, inputs from your mentors or employees who have more experiences in this field. Of course, by leveraging the online part, which I have mentioned, like online courses, so many things are there, so you can make the best use of that. And of course, by applying, by practicing more and more, by applying those learnings in your practically the things, the task you are doing. So that is very important. So I think this will help a lot in keeping you adaptive, in keeping you dynamic and flexible and competitive in today's job market era.
Great,
Yeah.
thanks, Ina.
Thank you so
for
much, man.
being a part of Tyroo
Thank you.
Talks.
It's great to be a part
Great,
of
have a
it.
great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
In a world constantly evolving with AI advancements, professionals need to accurately measure their current capabilities to stay relevant. How can this be achieved? Start by regularly assessing your skills against industry standards and seeking feedback from peers and mentors. Prompt engineering is becoming a vital skill. Using tools like ChatGPT or domain-specific AI tools can significantly enhance daily tasks by automating routine processes and providing insights. But how do you measure proficiency in this area? Track your efficiency improvements, the accuracy of the outputs, and your ability to fine-tune prompts for better results. Effective communication remains crucial in the professional realm. What strategies can help articulate decisions and gather comprehensive data points? Focus on clarity and conciseness in your messaging. Actively listen to feedback, and utilize tools that facilitate data collection and analysis to inform your communication plans. To build deeper domain knowledge, professionals should employ methods such as continuous education through courses, attending industry conferences, and engaging in peer discussions. Applying these new insights can lead to significant productivity gains and positively impact your teams. Continuous learning is key to staying relevant, and tech professionals can upgrade their roles by adding new skills and capabilities, such as data analysis, machine learning, and digital marketing strategies. Indicators of progress include increased project responsibilities, recognition from peers, and measurable improvements in performance metrics. Looking ahead, what advice would you give to professionals on developing a proactive plan for continuous learning and skill enhancement? Embrace a growth mindset, set clear learning goals, and allocate regular time for skill development. Stay curious, seek out new challenges, and always be open to feedback.